Great. Welcome and good evening once again, everybody. It's so good to see so many people on the Zoom this evening. And I'm pretty sure if you're new to us or it's the first time that you're listening in, that you will be excited to become part of this awesome family. And also welcome to all our usual members, people that's already part of Mining City. I hope you guys are still enjoying your mining rewards, that everyone is keeping well and safe and healthy. Guys, my name is Bruce. I will be conducting the presentation once again this evening. Just a couple of house rules. Please just keep your mics muted for the duration of the presentation. And if you have any questions, please put it in the chat box for us. And I'm pretty sure some of the team will assist with answering, or else I will just have a look at the end of the presentation and answer to the best of my abilities. Okay, so yes, we are Mining City. So we're going to start off this presentation with a video showing you what our mining facility looks like up in Kazakhstan. So the facility belongs to MineBest. So you will see the white containers that actually houses and protects our miners, the money-making machines. And then you will see the small little miners that gets plugged in to that system. Then after that, I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the company and the CEOs, and then we will get into the swing of things. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Watch the video, enjoy, let's get going. Of what the facility looks like. So as I've mentioned, we are part of Mining City. Mining City is in partnership with a company called MineBest. So those mining facilities and the one that you've seen on the video, they actually belong to MineBest. So MineBest puts up all these mining facilities around the world, and they are responsible for the infrastructure, the technology, and all of that when it comes to putting up those facilities. Okay, so at the top there, you will see the CEO of MineBest is EL, okay? And at the bottom, we have Greg. Now, Greg is the CEO of Mining City. And Mining City gives people like myself and you the opportunity to, in fact, mine some Bitcoins via the MineBest facilities. And there's obviously a couple of benefits with that, because me and you don't have to go and give out so much money or capital in order to build our own mining system. Okay. So Mining City is an initiative that brings together people who want to unite their strength and increase their chance to mine Bitcoins. As always, I tell people, please go and follow these companies on social media. Go see what they do, how much time and effort they actually spend on growing this company, and how many new facilities are upcoming all around the world currently. Okay, so guys, and first and foremost, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not qualified in any means or way to tell you what you need to do with your money. I'm simply going to present to you a business that's been working for myself and thousands of people around the world. And at the end of the presentation, if it's something that resonates with you, we will be gladly here to assist you to coming on board with us. Right. So, as you might have noted now by now, is we are a Bitcoin mining business and company, right? So there are two sides to our business, guys. The first part that we will talk about is the mining, okay? And then the second part of our business is where we build the business. So we will start with the mining side, and as you know, as I've mentioned, it is Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But for the new people not so familiar, in short, what is Bitcoin? So Bitcoin is a digital and global money system currency. It's a currency just like the rand and the dollar. The only big difference there is it's all digitalized, right? Because you will never hold a Bitcoin in your hand. Okay, and as you might have realized, we are already in the digital age, because everything we do in life these days are digitalized. Cell phone banking, online banking, your credit cards, your debit cards, all of those things are digital. It's a peer-to-peer technology, which means you can send it to anybody from anywhere in the world. All payments are recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain, and Bitcoin is the cash for the internet. So as I've mentioned, you can send it from anywhere in the world. No bank can block payments or close your account, because we are actually cutting out the middleman and taking back control of our money. Bitcoin is global and not affected by any single country's financial situation and or stability. Okay, so obviously there will come a time where banks are going to try and regulate crypto. Okay, good luck to them. It's still many years and many things they need to get around in order to in fact trace what we do with our cryptocurrency. So people, what is Bitcoin mining? Okay, we always used to just explain it in short and people are still confused. So I've decided to just add this into the presentation. So I'm going to read this to you and hopefully this will put a better understanding, clarify some misunderstandings that there might be with regards to mining Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin mining is a slightly misleading name. No one swings a pickaxe into rough stones in order to find additional Bitcoins. Bitcoin mining actually means adding more Bitcoins to the digital currency ecosystem. So how do new Bitcoins come into existence? All the additional Bitcoins have to be generated through a computational process called mining. You do it by letting your computer hardware calculate complex mathematical equations, which can be done at any given time of the day. Doing so enables you to become an integral part of the Bitcoin network, not only by securing the network through your dedicated hardware, but also by generating more coins to put into circulation. Now that is exactly what the MineVest facility does, okay? And via Mining City, we basically rent hash rate. We rent a miner through the MineVest facility, and that miner then generates for us rewards on a daily basis. Okay. So, how can you participate and how can you get your hands on some Bitcoin? And for the people who is listening in quite frequently, people, we are working on changing the presentation. You must be bored with it by now, but we will make it nice and add a couple of new things in here, so don't worry too much about it. I'm pretty sure by Saturday you will see something brand spanking new. But in any ways, okay, how to participate? Guys, so crypto wallets or exchanges is like a bank account for your cryptocurrency. It's what keeps your crypto safe, and that's where you can send and withdraw your cryptocurrencies, your Bitcoin. Okay, so the three popular exchanges or wallets in South Africa is VAR, V-A-R-R, Luno, and then an exchange called Altcoin Trader. If you might be listening in from outside of South Africa, you need to find out which wallet or exchange is best suited to your country. So guys, in order for you to have or get your hands on some Bitcoin, what you do is you go and you download one of these apps. It's for free. You then register on it, okay? And once you have registered, you make it a beneficiary in your bank account. Once it is a beneficiary in your bank account, you can now send money to that wallet. And in that wallet, you can then purchase some Bitcoin. It's as easy as that, right? Now, people normally call this, or they usually call this process buy and hold, because what happens is people will purchase Bitcoin or buy some Bitcoin. They will wait for the price to go up, okay? And then they will try and sell it for profit, okay? So let's say you can afford one Bitcoin today, just for an example, at 200,000 Rand. And you keep or you hold that coin until it reaches 300,000 and you sell, you've made a nice, good profit of 100,000 Rand. Okay. But now here's the catch. How are you then going to afford your next Bitcoin? You're either going to have to wait for the price to drop significantly and hope that it does, or you're going to have to use some of your profits to purchase more Bitcoin. And that is why we say mining has so much more benefits associated with it. Because when we mine Bitcoin, what happens is you are accumulating coin on a daily basis. Okay, and that's the whole idea behind mining. Is you want to accumulate as much coin as possible over the next 3, 4 to 5 years. Then when that coin's value is sitting on $100,000 per coin, then you have a big and nice fat portfolio and some nice brands in your pocket. Okay. So guys, our company, we specialize in two products, mainly Bitcoin and Bitcoin Vault, okay? We might be changing this in the following presentations as well, purely because our main focus these days are on the Vault coin, okay? Nevertheless, Bitcoin has been around for about 12 years. It was launched in 2008, and then the new kid on the block, our super coin, Bitcoin Vault, was only launched towards the end of November of 2019. Okay, so a little bit of a coin comparison for the new guys not familiar with them. So here are the differences between Bitcoin and Vault, right? So both these coins will only have 21 million coins to be mined in their lifetime. For Bitcoin, we've already mined about 18.5 million. There's only about 2 to 3 million coins left to be mined, but the last coin will only be mined in the year 2140. Which is over 100 years from now. So you might be thinking that, how does this happen? If we've already mined 18.5 million coins in 12 years time, how is there still 100 years left? Well, there is an event in Bitcoin called the halving that happens every 4 years. So what the halving is, in short, is the following. Before the last halving in May, the block generated 12.5 Bitcoins every 10 minutes, okay? So every 10 minutes, the block generated 12.5 Bitcoins. Then came the halving in May, and that amount of Bitcoin got cut in half. So where we're sitting today, every 10 minutes, the block only generates 6.25 Bitcoins. So you understand what happens here. Every 4 years, the amount of coin that gets mined is halved, and that is why the coin is getting lesser and lesser every 4 years. It means the scarcity is picking up, therefore driving the demand and obviously the higher price. So for Vault, exactly the same amount of coins, the biggest difference, it will be halved every 6 months. Okay, so instead of every 4 years, every 6 months. Why? Because the strategy behind Vault, people, is for it to catch up with Bitcoin in the next 4 to 6 years time. Okay. It is a very aggressive approach, as I always mention. However, the way this coin has been performing lately, it's well on track to actually achieve that feat. And we are very positive that it's going to happen. Okay, Vault is also the only coin out there currently that can actually give you the opportunity to reverse a transaction within 24 hours. And although Vault has got a lower value per coin, it does yield much higher rewards for the miners. Right. So, guys, that's why I say we will be talking Vault this evening. Okay, that is what people are getting into, that is what people want, and that is where the rewards are coming from. Okay, so let's get into Vault. If you want to get your hands on a Vault wallet or exchange, a couple of ones that is very popular in South Africa, once again, is CoinEel, Liquid, and Chainx. Chainx is in fact a South African exchange that's doing very well. It's a very easy process. As with CoinEel, I am not so familiar with Liquid, but as I understand from people, it is also not a bad exchange to have. Okay, just want to mute the mics again. Thank you. So if we move on, guys, this is what the Bitcoin has been doing. I actually didn't even update the price. Okay, but this is the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin Vault chart over the last 6 months. And as you can see, it has been on an upward trend for most of the time, right? So this coin was launched end of November for $1, okay? And it is currently sitting on about $460 per coin. Okay, so that is extreme growth, people, and that is why it is yielding us so nice and big rewards on our mining. Okay, so the potential behind this coin is endless. As we say, we wanted to catch up with Bitcoin in the next 5 to 6 years' time, and the prediction for next year this time is already close to $1,800 to $2,000. Okay, so that's a prediction that's made, and we are very confident that that will be easily achievable. So, if you want to start mining, if you want to get your hands on a miner or rent some hash through the MineVest facilities, these are the entry level packages that you will be looking at. Okay, so you've got your primary for $300, your standard for $600, and your bronze for $1,200. So what you basically get is you get a contract of 3 years worth of mining. Okay, so 1,100 days, which is close to 3 years, and your mining will start 10 days after your purchase. Some technical information: the type of a miner that we use is a Watts Miner M21S, and that is the hash rate that you get with your package. So guys, hash rate is very important when it comes to mining, because the hash rate is the speed at which the computer actually mines Bitcoin. So the higher the hash rate, the quicker it will produce the Bitcoin. And as you can see, okay, the higher your package, the higher your hash, and obviously the higher the hash, the more Vault you will mine. So the higher the rewards, okay. So what will your rewards be then on the entry-level packages? And this is what you can be expecting. People, these are estimated pricing because it is a currency, it does fluctuate, okay? We can't give you an accurate figure, but this will give you a very, very good idea of what you can expect back monthly. So on the primary, you can look at anything up to $50 a month. Standard, $100 to $110 monthly, and bronze, $190 per month. People, now please go and do your own calculations and go and see what will happen if you put this same amount of money into a bank. You will not even get that same returns in a year's time if your money is in the bank. Okay, the exchange of the profits and returns and rewards actually is very profitable at this stage. It is a very good, if I can call it like that, investment, and that is why all of us are so excited about Vault, because Vault is changing lives currently and it is changing people's financial situation. Okay. Then we look at our top 3 packages, namely silver at 2,400, gold at 4,200, and then our top of the range package, platinum at $12,600. Once again, everything still the same, everything applies. You get 3 years worth of mining. You start mining 10 days after your purchase, but as you can see, the hash rate is just so much higher when it comes to these packages. Then people, you might have noticed that there's also binary points at the bottom of each package, and that we will talk about in the second half of the presentation. Okay. So then your rewards on your top of the range packages. On silver, you're looking at $380 monthly estimated, gold $670, and platinum anything between $2,500 and $2,700 per month. People, so if you are quickly doing the sums in your head, yes, it is correct. Your initial fee that you put in for renting that miner for the next 3 years, you can make that back easily within 5 to 6 months. From there onwards, all of it is profits. Okay. So some people decide to make a living from their mining. They actually use that money on a monthly basis, whereas others have a different strategy and they are in it for the long run and they accumulate the coin, as I've mentioned before, and that is actually the best way to do it. Because as I've mentioned, if Vault is going to catch up with Bitcoin in the next 5 to 6 years or so, people, if that coin price comes to $7,000 or $8,000 per coin, you would like to have a portfolio of at least about 300 to 500 coins. Okay, because that will have a couple of zeros in your bank account. Sure, and you can always start with a smaller package and you can upgrade as you go along or as you earn. Okay, you can upgrade, you can purchase more packages, all depends on what your situation is like. Obviously, as I've mentioned, the bigger packages gives you higher rewards and you can decide what you want to do. It's your money at the end of the day. You can take your money out at any time. Okay, so hopefully you understand, hopefully it makes sense, and hopefully we have your attention and that you're at least a bit excited, because guys, when you mine and when you are earning these rewards, you are earning it by sitting back and doing nothing. Okay, it's 100% passive. You just rent that hash for the next 3 years and the miner does the work for you. Then something else we're excited about, and hopefully we will see them coming in the next 3 to 4 months, is the crypto debit cards. Okay, people, and why we are excited about the debit cards is currently how it works is you need to take your Vault or your Bitcoin out of your mining city into your exchange, where you then need to obviously sell your vault for rands or dollar or whatever the currency is that you use before then transferring it back to your bank account, right? When these cards become available, you can transfer your crypto directly from Mining City onto this card, and you can swipe this card anywhere in the world and it will automatically convert your crypto to the currency of the country that you are visiting. So yeah, you can all see or think about the benefits that's going to come with these cards. So yeah, we are very excited and we hope to see some announcements on these cards in the next 3 months or so. Okay, so if you want to become a miner, or if you want to own a miner or rent some hash rate through the MineVest facilities, what you need to do is you need to decide which package you want to start with. Okay, you purchase that package, obviously download your wallets first, register. You purchase your package, you will get daily Bitcoin mining payouts. So people, we get paid on a daily basis, okay? So every evening around about 9, 10 o'clock, South African time, our mining rewards are in our wallets. It's 100% passive, there's no maintenance plan, and you pay once and never again. Unless if you want to obviously upgrade your packages or purchase more plans. Right. Okay, that's then the first half of the presentation. Now let's move on to the second half. People, and as I've mentioned, this is what we call building your business. Maybe a more popular name or more common name for it is network marketing, right? Okay, so the network marketing side of the business is not compulsory, but it is highly, highly, highly recommended. Believe me, because if you want to make much more money much quicker, and this is the way to go. Remember, your miner is there, it's mining, you're accumulating coin, it's a bit of a long-term strategy. Here is your opportunity to have a short-term income, and this can dramatically change your financial situation. Okay, people, and please don't get negative, don't run, don't sit there saying, well, I'm not a network marketer, I can't speak to people, because you know what? You speak to people on a daily basis and you market for companies without even knowing that. Because whenever you see or hear about a special at the shop, you go and tell your friends and your family about it. Okay, so you are marketing for that company. The only difference is they are not paying you for that, whereas Mining City will reward you. Okay, so when you decide to try your hands on the network marketing side of things or building a business, you will have an opportunity to earn 5 different streams of income. This is all over and above your mining, okay? So firstly is your full share bonuses. Then there's a $200 binary cycle bonus, a $10 team matching bonus, repurchases, and then ranks as in any other MLM company. Okay, so we will talk about each and every one of these incomes before we will then start wrapping things up. Right, full share bonuses. So how this works is, let's say you are already a part of Mining City, you are happy with what's happening, your miner is doing great, you're going to start telling people about this awesome business. Okay, then they going to want to come on board as well. What then happens is the first 5 people that you bring in under your referral link, okay, first 5 people goes automatically in what we call the Team A, or the system calls the Team A, right? You don't have to do anything, the system automatically places them in your Team A. For those first 5 people, you will get bonuses to the value of 5% to the value of the package that they purchase, okay? So you will get rewarded 5% of the value of the package that they purchase for the first 5 people. Then from the 6th person up to infinity, you will get rewarded with 10% bonus of the value of the package that they purchase. So if your 6th person purchases a gold package, that same evening you will be rewarded with $420. Now for the people in South Africa, $420 is already a lot of money, okay? Then you see the guys in the yellow jackets there. That's what we call our business builders. People like myself and my team and everyone else who makes a living out of this business actually goes out there. We build a business, we coach people to duplicate what we do, and the system requires of you to have at least 1 builder in your Team A and 1 builder in your Team B, okay? So that is the full share bonuses. Then we go to the binary tree. People, this is what your binary tree looks like. We've got you on top because you are the CEO of your business. And then you have your left leg and your right leg. Okay. So this is a structure that is used all around the world in any organization, in governments, okay, in corporate organizations. So it's nothing new, it's nothing different. As I've mentioned, you've got yourself on top and you've got the rest of the team sitting below you. So people, in order for you to generate $200, what we call a cycle, you need to achieve, or the system requires of you to achieve 5 credits on your left and 5 credits on your right. So where do these credits come from? As you can see on the right hand side on the top there, each package has a certain amount of credits associated with it. And for the sake of this exercise, we will use the gold package, okay? So let's say you place a gold package left and you place a gold package right. The gold package is worth 7 credits, so you will get 7 credits on your left hand side, 7 credits on your right hand side. That evening the system comes, it will take away the 5 and the 5, it will leave you with a balance of 2, and that evening you will generate a $200 cycle. Okay. Now, what needs to happen is then you will be left with 2 on each side. So now, once again, you need to now build, you and your team need to now build again to get yourself back to the 5 on each side for your next cycle. Okay. But that is just the beauty of this business and how it is structured, because everyone in your structure benefits from those credits. Okay. And this is what I mean. You see this gold spill over on the left hand side of the bottom. Let's say someone like myself or your upline comes, they have a gold package that they need to place, and they see you've got an opening over here at the bottom. Okay, they place that gold package over here. Now look what happens to that 7 credits. It goes to the person on the top, sit on his or her right hand side, the person above them on his or her left hand side, and you will get the 7 credits on your left. Which means, people, even if this structure is 100 levels deep, and everyone is in that same line, when someone places a gold at the bottom, those 7 credits works its way up all the way to the top. And that is why everyone benefits out of this system. That is why we work together as a team, because the harder each of us work, the more we can each benefit. People that actually sit in a position where they don't really get people into the business, but because they've got workers and builders below them, they actually also benefit out of those credits that comes through, and they generate cycles regardless. Okay, so I hope you understand. I know it is a lot of information, especially for the first timers, but that is why we will invite you to join us again on Saturday morning, or you are more than welcome to get in touch with us and we can explain it to you in more detail. Okay, so let's move on. When it comes to the cycles, you are limited to the amount of cycles that you can generate per day according to your rank in the company. And that is why rank is so important. And we'll talk a little bit more about ranking towards the end of the presentation. But just to show you how it works, when you come into Mining City as a citizen, so a citizen is someone with a standard package or higher, you can then cycle 4 times per day. That is equivalent to the amount of $800 on a daily basis, okay? You can then see, as you then climb the ranks, the amount of cycles that you can generate gets more every time. And that is why our governors, the top dogs in the company, can cycle up to 14 times on a daily basis, which is $2,800 per day. Okay, and there are people in this company that is achieving this on a daily basis, guys. So that is the potential, and that is also one of the benefits of climbing ranks in the company. Right, now remember, this is not what you are going to do each day, but when you work the system will work for you. And if you generate the amount of credits needed, you can then obviously cycle up to 4 times on a daily basis. Okay, now binary tree matching bonuses, guys. What this means is that, let's say you have 5 credits on your left, but you have only 4 on your right. It means that you are 1 credit short on your right hand side in order to generate a cycle. And I come and I see that is the case, and I actually place someone in your right-hand side and I assist you with that one credit, then the system awards me with an extra $10 for assisting a team member with generating a cycle. So if you manage to assist 3 team members on that one day, you will get rewarded with an additional $30. Right? Now the repurchases. So once you have purchased your miner, you actually have an opportunity to go and set your miner on a certain percentage of repurchase. So for an example, let's say you put your miner on a 20% repurchase. It means that 80% of the rewards comes to your wallet and 20% goes back into the system, okay? And that 20% that goes back into the system, once that is accumulated to 1% of your package value, then your team A will be rewarded with another 10% and your team B with another 20%, okay? As you can see, it's small change, 30 cents, 60 cents, $1, $2. But people, as you grow your business and as you get more people in your team, obviously this grows, and the higher your package is, and you can be sitting with 10 or 20 pages of this on a daily basis. When you then start adding those small numbers, it actually becomes a lot of money, okay? But what I'm telling the people is currently our miners are set on a 0% because we want all the rewards to come to us at this very moment, but you do have that option, okay? Staying to the repurchases, people, once again, when that 20% that I've mentioned goes back into the system and it makes up 1% of your package value, the system automatically opens up for you an additional share of 1,100 days worth of mining. So you get an extra 3 years worth of mining, okay? But please note that it's not 3 years on top of your 3 years. What it means is if you started mining in August, okay, and the system generates for you an additional share beginning of September, it means that from that date you'll have an extra 3 years, so you have scored 1 month worth of mining, okay? So that is how it works. You can extend your mining life, okay, but if you keep it on a 0%, you make money for the next 3 years, your contract will expire and you just purchase another mining package or contract. It's easy as that, people, so please don't break your heads around this, because I know a lot of people always have questions, and I think a lot of times people overthink it. So yeah, if you do have questions, we will answer it, but that is how the repurchases and the partial shares work in the company. Right, okay. Then what we've done is we've just added a little screenshot here, and this is from someone's wallet in their Mining City back office. So this is a gold package, right? And just to show you what the potential is in the business is to show you what this package has actually earned for that day. And that was on the 7th of July, okay, so just a couple of weeks back. And on that specific day, that package earned $22.80 worth of mining, okay, because obviously every day you get your mining rewards. And then the commissions and cycles that was generated through building the business accumulated to $309, which gave you a total of $331.80. That is 5,635 Rand for one day. People, that is the potential. That is what you can achieve when you work in this company. When you work the system will work for you. Okay, that is just to show you what the potential is. At the end of the day, you decide if you want an extra 5,000 Rand per month, or if you also want 5,000 or maybe 10,000 Rand per day, because there are people achieving that on a daily basis and more in this business. Okay, so guys, believe me when I tell you, the sky is the limit. You can't go wrong. This should excite you. If it doesn't excite you, then yeah, I think then you have tuned into the wrong channel this evening. Okay, so we are almost done. There's about 2 or 3 slides left. So the rankings. As I've mentioned to you, when you get into the business and you purchase a standard package or higher, you are automatically a citizen. Okay, if you then want to become a builder, you need to sponsor 5 citizens under your personal referral link, and you and your team needs to have a combined sales volume of $12,000. Okay, then if you want to become a city developer, you need to have 3 city builders in your team and an accumulated sales volume of $60,000. So people, how it works in short is that if you want to rank up to the next level or you want to get promoted to the next rank, what needs to happen is 3 of your members below you also needs to jump to their next rank in order to push you higher through the system. That's how it works. The only other difference there is, as you can see, the sales volume each time gets higher and higher. So, City Mayor used to be our highest rank in the company. And people, when I tell you that this is really an amazing feat, even becoming a chief manager or even a manager, because these are people that works hard in the business. They work the system, okay? They don't sit back and wait for money and success to come to them. They actually go out there and they fetch it. Because as you can imagine, the city mayor has a big team under him. A big team, a big structure, and that is because he went out there, he told people about this amazing business and opportunity, and he coached these leaders to duplicate what he knows, and that is how he got himself to that rank. Okay. But then the company came and decided that this is not a challenge anymore, and they actually added an additional rank called governor. Now a governor needs to have 3 city mayors in his team, his or her team, and look at that sales volume, $100 million sales volume. So you can think to yourself that these people has done some work, they paid their school fees, and they can now sit back and enjoy the fruit of their labor. Okay. Right, guys, and then before we finish things off, in this company, you actually get rewarded for doing a job or achieving the next rank or a job well done. So what happens is as soon as you become a builder, the company rewards you with Bitcoin or Vault to the value of $100. When you then become a developer, the company will then reward you with Bitcoin or with Vault to the value of $250. And then your managers get a check of $3,500 and a MindVest Smile S1 phone, also to the value of $1,000. Right? And then this is where things now get very exciting. Your chief managers, they get a once-off check of $50,000, or they can choose a vehicle to the same amount, whatever vehicle they like. Okay, we've got a Mercedes-Benz E-Class in there. So if you are a Mercedes-Benz fan, you can choose to take the car over the cash, okay? Otherwise, whatever vehicle you would like for that same amount, you can have it. Then your mayors, a nice fat check of $100,000, or once again, a car to that same value. And then lastly is our governors. A nice, big, juicy, fat check of $350,000, or an apartment to that same value anywhere in the world. Okay, so you decide if you want an apartment rather than the cash. You tell the company where you want it, they will purchase you that apartment anywhere in the world, wherever you would like. People, now, if this alone, once again, doesn't motivate you, if the bonuses alone, the rank of bonuses and benefits that comes with it doesn't excite you, I don't know what will, okay? Believe me when I tell you, this is a very easy way of making money. I mean, your miner is generating for you exceptional rewards on a daily and a monthly basis. That's already going to make a big difference to your life, okay? But if you then decide to build this business, believe me, the sky is the limit. And that is why we also end up with saying, so what is your picture of a wealthy life? Okay. You tuned into this presentation for a reason this evening. I don't know what your why is and your reason is. I know what mine is, and I know what I got into this company. Okay. So, guys, you need to decide. You've got options here. You can invest or not invest. You can rent hash rate through the MindVest facilities. You can mine and get passive income for the next 3 years and get paid out on a daily basis, okay? And that alone might already make a difference in your life. Or you can try your hand on network marketing. And people, believe me when I tell you, if you really go for it, if you really work hard, you get mentored, and you listen to the people that's been in this business for a long time, you can make a very, very good living out of building the business, okay? Me, myself, I was in corporate for 19 years. Okay, I got introduced to Mining City almost a year back from today. And at the end of October 2019, I decided I'm going to make it my full-time job. And where I'm sitting today, I can tell you, I'm not looking back one day. This has changed my life, my family's life, and our friends that got on board with us. It's changed our lives completely. And we are so blessed to have leaders and people in this company who took us on this journey and actually proved us wrong. And by saying that, what I mean is that I'm a very skeptical person. So when I was introduced to this company, I thought it was a lot of crap. I thought it was too good to be true. Guys, I was proven wrong and I need to apologize. To that people that showed me the presentation, the people who tried to win my trust, and the people who are now my friends and my leaders in this company. Thank you so much, guys. You have changed our lives, and we hope that we can assist with changing much more lives through this business and through this opportunity. Okay, so that's enough from me, guys. That's our presentation for this evening. If you like what you saw, please get in contact with the person who invited you to this presentation. Okay, contact the person that referred you, because they obviously need to then send you their link where you can then register in order to get you on board and get you purchasing your first mining package. Alternatively, you're more than welcome to contact myself. My contact number is on the screen, 079-525-1293. Email is bruce@cryptocity.co.za. Then please be aware that we have these kinds of presentations bi-weekly, Wednesday evenings, 7 o'clock South African time, and then again on Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock.